I know I'm supposed to be on camera, y'all, but I'm a little embarrassed. So I'm gathering my thoughts. Hey guys, I'm a little embarrassed that I have to be in the wheelchair. But I hope everybody's doing okay. It's the Couch Chronicles, and I know it's probably weird to say the Couch Chronicles, and obviously I'm in a wheelchair. But it's still the Couch Chronicles. The fuck? So I'm just frustrated because I don't. This is embarrassing for me. Hey, love. And I wanted to be able to sit on the couch, but with my procedure today, it just hurts too bad. And like it hurts even when like I'm normally sitting on the couch, but I can't do it today, and so I had to get the couch out the way. So don't judge me, because trust me when I say I don't want to. See, I can't even get comfortable. Sorry, y'all. Okay. All right. I hope y'all can see this. If you can't see on Facebook, I think it's because, actually, I think I can pull it down a little bit. No. If you can't see it on Facebook, I know you can see it on YouTube. So, I'm kind of sad that I can't really see everything everybody's saying because I'm so far away. But let's get it popping. Let's get it started. It is the Couch Wheelchair Chronicles. The fuck? All right. And let's get it popping.
It's for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
And I mean none.
That's gon' travel.
If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. And on my time now, how to prove something. On my time now, I made up my time. I said what I said, and I don't do no lying. And I'm swearing to God, I stand on my word, and I promise you that. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. My time now, how to prove something. My time. I said what I said, and I don't do no that's what I said. And I'm swearing to God, and I promise you that. Gonna be something. So if you was out and I'll show you how I made my own plan. No man don't take me off my grill, but if you take me there, I'll show you why I don't play. It ain't a game. You say you care for who you cross. That's why it pays to be the boss. Yeah. One call I can't get you on, and they be busting you down like some soft. Yeah, really don't gotta say much, but you can see that I got all the flash. Yeah. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. And on my time now, how to prove something. On my time, I made on my time. I said what I said, and I don't do no bluffing. And I swear to God, I stand on my word, and I promise you that. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. I did my time now, I to prove something. My time. I said what I said, and I don't do no that's what I said. And I swear to God, I stand on my word, and I promise you that. Promise to God if I don't become great, it's because they can't handle the real. And if I'm lying, put that on the Bible. Play back and call it a deal. People be lying, let's keep it a bill. The shit you be saying, I can't even feel. A lot of time no solo, cause people be switching like roles in the film. I don't have time for the haters, and I don't have time to be playing these games. If I said something, I'm in it. I'm setting examples. I don't wanna be like these men. I made a name for myself, no one really gave me no help. I came in the game and I swear I didn't give them hell. I don't need you to apologize. You were to show me who you really truly are. I'm not even judging you, just saying that what you did left me with hella scars. But it's okay, I'm doing great. I get to the pay. If I cut you off, it's cause you was fake and I won't see you later. If I give up, then it'll be all for nothing. If I give up, then it'll be all for nothing. On my time now, I'm about to prove something. On my time, I did on my time. I said what I said and I don't do no nothing. I'm trying to stand on my word and I promise you will. If I give up, then it'll be all for nothing. If I give up, then it'll be all for nothing. My time now, my time. I said what I said and I don't do no. That's what I said. I promise you on my word.
I told y'all it's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. Shout out to all my couch potatoes. Shout out to everybody that's been sending me some love and energy. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bishop. Shout out to Happy Roots. I got something very special to share with you guys today. And I didn't have time to put the video up here, but I will be having a video planned from tomorrow to all next week because y'all need to know about this new strain that is so delicious. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the video, when you see the video, you see that? I got some rolled up. And, oh my God, Bishop, can you type in the name of this one? It literally just slipped my mind. And embarrassing, but today I got my procedure done, the first part of my procedure, and I don't know if it's from the procedure or if it's my medicine, but today I could not, like normally I forget stuff with, you know, my medicine and stuff, but today, this one is called Christmas Snow. Today was so bad, I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't even remember the area code of Oklahoma City. It was so embarrassing. But the first part of my procedure, I'm not even gonna lie, it hurts like a fucking bitch. And I'm already in pain, but this is like, oh man, I don't even know how to explain, but it's a little bit more intense than what, I love you too, than what I already feel. But I'm here, and nothing is gonna stop me from being on the couch. Well, being in front of you guys as the couch. Because even if I don't have the couch right here, I am the couch. You know what I'm saying? The Couch Chronicles. It ain't no fucking limits because his mouth be going off. Goodness. But I'm not gonna lie. You seen how long it took me to roll over here to let y'all see my face, because I was just like, ooh, like, this is what I was dreading. Like, I've been having my wheelchair for about a week now, and I wasn't even allowing you guys to see me, to me, at my lowest, or a piece of my lowest. Like, this is a low for my health. So I would sit on the couch, even though it hurt, because I didn't want you guys to see that part of me. But there will be times where I will have to sit, I'm getting emotional, in this chair, because I'm in so much pain. Anyways, it's prison talk today. If you are brave enough to share your story, you are more than welcome to come up and talk about it. I do have some things to tell you guys, like I always do. But as you see behind me, if you're watching on Facebook, it has a glare. But if you're looking on YouTube, then not only is it the correct way, but it also doesn't have a glare. At least I don't think so. Anyways, so for Prison Talk today, I want to remind you guys that this Saturday is the rally. If you need a ride, I'm sure if you make a post in the Mabel Bassett Eddie Warriors group, someone will get in touch with you, at least that's in the same city or town as you, and you guys can ride together. Honestly, if I do go, I wouldn't be able to give anyone a ride because of my wheelchair. It takes up a lot of space in my back. And, yeah. But, I'm going to make it out there. This is something that we have to be consistent and persistent about. So, regardless if I'm in a chair, I'm going to find a fucking way to be the voice, to be the stand, to stand with my people. Because of things that's happening on the yard, especially right now. Mabel Bassett is going through it. The ladies, they're going through it. They're being abused. They're being beaten, bloody. One inmate in particular was just beaten bloody, and you can see it on the page. No matter what the circumstances is, no matter what the situation is, no officer should have a right to put their hands on you. Unless they, and this is unless they are turning you around. Not even that, don't even fucking touch me. Unless you have to restrain for some reason. But to just be putting your hands on inmates, to just be fighting inmates like you in the motherfucking street. You ain't in the street. You're at work. And I don't see you guys beating up your employers. Your coworkers. And I know that you guys get into it with your coworkers too, because we've seen officers on the yard get into it with coworkers. But I bet you they didn't take off on them. But they're quick to take off on an inmate. They don't give a fuck. They are quick to take off on an inmate because, number one, they know that a lot of inmates want to go home. They want to go home. So with that being said, they are not going to hit you back. They not. It's just not going to happen. Unless they don't give a fuck. And there are some inmates that do not give a fuck. If you put your hands on an inmate that don't give a fuck, you're going to know which one. Because they're going to take off on you like you are in the world, and they are too. Now, I don't know if anybody remembers Polka. That's my girl. Shout out to Polka. Polka, if you see this girl, you already know what I'm about to say. Now, Polka beat up a staff member. I'm talking about she beat the fuck out the staff member. Real bad. I'm talking about to the point where it was talked about years later. Shit is talked about right here now on the couch. So, and I brought that up because you'll get that right one. You can get that right one. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You think for 1 second that an inmate that has life without, is gonna give a fuck about hitting you back after you sock them in their fucking mouth? 50% of them wouldn't give a fuck. The other 50%, they're gonna take off on your dumb ass for putting your hands on them. Thank you, bestie. Because you don't do that. You don't put, y'all ever heard the saying, don't put your hands on other people's kids? I know y'all heard it. Ooh, let me hit. I just got anxiety just now because I was thinking about how good this weed is and my stomach did a flip, but I'm about to hit it real quick. Oh my God. I know. Give me a second. Let me just tell y'all something. This winter's Christmas snow ain't no joke. It's smooth. It's got a good taste. I love weed that has a good taste. It's beautiful to look at. And they made it themselves. They created the strain. So, make sure y'all tap in with Happy Roots, 811 West Britain. Tell them that the couch sent you. Tell them that you want to try that Christmas snow. And see what it's hitting for. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. These officers are getting away with so much. And have been for years. They've been getting away with it for years. We have to continue to be the voice for our family that's locked up. And I don't mean your family like your blood. I mean your family. That's our family. That's my family that's in prison still. And we all know that some of us sometimes a friend can be closer to you than a family. Deadass. And I have a lot of friends like that I met in prison, that they are my family. I don't look at them as friends. I look at them as my family. My whole wedding was filled with literally, and I'm not kidding, it was probably only 5 or 6 people that was actually at my wedding that was not in prison with us before. Everybody else, we was locked up with. Even Angela Johnson was there. Like, shout out to Angie. You know, I love my girl. I don't care how y'all feel about her. That's my girl. So, even Angela Johnson was there. And for those that feel a certain type of way about Angela Johnson, because Angela Johnson, she wasn't the nicest person on the yard. She wasn't. She was a caseworker. And she also did misconduct hearings. So, of course, a lot of people wasn't going to like her. But she made a big impact on my life in prison. A very big impact. She encouraged me. She helped me whenever nobody else was helping me. And she even gave me leeway when nobody else was giving me leeway. Hey, Leo. I don't got the couches over there if you want to go lay down. So, you know, you meet people in prison, you meet people in jail, and, you know, it's like love at first sight. You get a connection, you build. It's a relationship. Because of our situation, we have more of a bond than anyone else. Because of what we went through, we have more to talk about that we can relate to with each other than with anybody else that has never been before. They don't really understand us. They don't really get us. Family too. So you'll even notice that you'll start losing people that have never been to prison. Because they can't handle, every day you want to talk about prison, or every day you got something to be like, oh shit, I remember whenever such and such did that on the yard too. Everybody can't handle that. So when people can't handle that, they make you feel uncomfortable. They do. And I know that for a fact because I was done like that. Every time I wanted to talk about prison, everybody made me so uncomfortable because that was part of my life. That was all I knew. Not all I knew, but my adulthood, like growing up, like from 17 until I got out, like I didn't really have the experiences that other people had, not just because of prison, but right before prison, I was in DHS custody. And I didn't even get a chance, really, to be home before I went to prison. I went from foster home, foster home, foster home, group home, shelter, shelter, shelter. I probably was home not even a month because I couldn't stay with them. I couldn't stay with my family because my dad and I clashed so hard growing up. And, you know, come to find out, and Kenrick, if you ever see this, then you know I'm not lying. But I will say this. I didn't realize until I got older how much my dad actually hates me. And if he doesn't hate me, he has a strong dislike for me. And for those that say you can't hate your kids, you can't not like your kids, that ain't true. That is not true. Go back and rewatch some of the episodes from whenever I got married. Y'all gonna see and hear what I'm talking about. But you lose bonds, you lose friendships, you lose family because they don't get you. They don't understand who you are as a person. They don't understand the things that you went through that you couldn't talk about. They don't understand the things that you went through that you still can't talk about. Not because of anything except for the trauma. It's something that you don't want to think of. It's something that you don't want to talk about. And when we get like that, what we do, we put shit to the back of our mind. Y'all, I'm telling you, this pain ain't no joke. You put shit to the back of your mind. So you'll notice that a lot of people fall out when they get out. And then, you know, people be like, oh, well, you didn't write me. I don't give a fuck that you didn't write me. I don't really care about none of that because some people just don't like to write. I don't care about that. It's about how you treat me when I'm out. It's about how you treat me when I'm not the same that I used to be. I was 17. I'm not that same little girl. I was a little, and even before that, when I went to DHS custody, I was 14. So, basically, I'm not that same little girl. Even from back then, I changed from the time I went to DHS. Matter of fact, scratch that. I changed before that. Because before I went to DHS custody, I went to juvenile. Maybe 5 or 6 times. Which is the reason why when I got to prison, my points was so high. They go off a point system to see which yard you hit. And if you got too many points, you're on the maximum yard. Yeah. So I had a lot of points. But the reason why I had so many cases was because of my dad. He used to get me arrested so much that when it came time to prison, I was ready. You know, we had a guest on the other day, and he was saying that, you know, being in the group homes prepared, you know, people for, like the kids for prison because they still do the mail call. They still say child call. They still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say this. They do that shit in juvenile too. Imagine if you never went to DHS and you was in juvenile. Juvenile do the same shit. Single file line. And sometimes you can go to juvenile, like, damn, I don't know if y'all can see that, but never mind. Sometimes they'll take you to juvenile just off hearsay. They didn't have no proof when they took me the first 2 times. They just went off of what my dad said. So I guess when you're that young, you literally don't have no rights. Like, nobody believes you. It's you now. Bye. Taking me to juvenile, that was the first preparation for prison. My dad never used to beat me with like a belt. My dad used to punch me in my face like I was a grown-ass man. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you feel something keep going like this to you, eventually you're going to go like that, right? To try to swipe it away, like, stop that shit. Like, what the fuck? Am I right? So, taking this, being punched in the mouth, being punched in the head, eyes damn near being gouged out, like the whole white part of my eye one time, he busted every blood vessel in that bitch because he was trying to, like, grab my eyeball. Just the eyeball. So, when you keep getting hit, abused, even when women that deal with abusive husbands and boyfriends, eventually you get tired. Yes, a natural human instinct. Eventually you get fed up to where you either retaliate or you act when it's happening. Fight or flight. So, by like the 5th or 6th time of not being able to go to school because my dad punched me in my mouth so hard that my lips was like covering my whole face, I was just like, okay. Next time he hit me, I'm gonna hit him back and see how he like that. That's what I was thinking. For real, I'm not gonna lie. And so, in my young mind, in my young thinking, because at first, I'm not gonna lie, this is what I did. I used to, like, because I didn't cry, I would hold my crying because I didn't want to give him that satisfaction, like, you made me cry. So, when I don't cry, he'll hit me harder. You know what I'm saying? Until I finally have to be like, you know what I'm saying? So, did that. And after every time he would beat me, like if he would leave or something, I would super glue his loose change to his dresser. I would cut his wallet in half, cut his shoestrings down the middle so when he ties them, they'll come apart. Like some Parent Trap type shit. No lie. Like I literally used to be on some Parent Trap type shit. Because I was like, the fuck, like, I can't hit this motherfucker back. This is before I even put my hands back. I said, I can't hit him back, so I'm just going to do something to his stuff. And that's what I did. So, by the time it came, like I said, the 5th or 6th time of being busted in the mouth too many times, the next time he put his hands on me, I just started fighting him back. It made it worse. But instead of it just making it worse from being beat up more, he called the police on me. And I was like, thinking in my head, this idiot calling the police, they're going to arrest you, fucker. Look at me. You know that they took me? I said, what? Put your hands behind your back. I'm like, oh my God. So, when I first got to juvenile, I had nothing to say to anyone. I didn't trust anybody. Y'all literally looked at me, seen that I'm fucked up, and I'm only 13. And y'all taking me to juvenile? Like I am a fucking crime lord or some shit. Like I'm motherfucking Griselda. I get there, they made me wash every part of me. From my hair They didn't give a fuck that I'm a black girl and you get your hair wet, it's gonna be this, that. They didn't give a fuck about that shit. Matter of fact, they got the spray with the spray. I'm like, wow, this is pretty crazy. This is something else. Going to court in cuffs, being treated like an adult in the jail system. I was ready. Prison, piece of cake. At this point, where's my cell? By the time the third or fourth time came that my dad called the police on me and I went to juvenile, every time they came, I knew I was going. So I got as many hits as I could and cuffed up. Let's go. But they prepare you. They prepare you in those systems. They don't treat you, they're not nice. They're not like, hey, you ready to eat? Mm-mm. It's mandatory. You're going to get up and get your fucking tray. Mm-hmm. You pills? Oh, you don't take none? You're going to get the fuck up with everybody. You're going to stand in this line. I'm not kidding. They prepare you. They prepare you. If y'all just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles.No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL. I remembered. I almost forgot. I'm going to jump into a song, and we're going to finish up. You know, before I jump into this song, I do want to say, if you think the solution to helping your child is sending them to a behavioral center, a detention center, or something like that, trust me when I say, not only did it do something to my mental, it did something to my trust. And at that age, you shouldn't really have no big trust issues. I don't care. You shouldn't. But it develops, it helps shape who you become a little bit. At least until you find out who you're supposed to be. And it's sad, but it's true. You can't think that sending me to juvenile all these times really under false allegations, because if you want to bring up the Bible, it says in the Bible not to provoke your children. You know, I don't know if you guys beat your children, but punching them in the face like a grown-ass man is very different from a beating, you know? But to think that that is what is going to help, I want you guys to know that it doesn't. I was lucky to be able to curve my life to go the way that I wanted to go. I didn't allow these situations that I've been through to keep me down. Because I'm not going to lie, it was keeping me down. I could not get out of the anger, the anxiety, the depression, the resentment. I couldn't get out of it. And once I was able to get out of it, I became such a better person that when people see me, they're like, oh my God, you're glowing. I'm like, it's really not even that I'm glowing. It's that I know who I am now. And I know that the reason why I was the way I was because the things that I've been through. And I allowed it to let me make excuses to be someone that I was not supposed to be. When you put this facade on, this mask on, sometimes, y'all ever seen mask, how it was getting stuck? Sometimes it gets stuck to the point where before you start chiseling away, that chisel is you getting to know yourself. You finding out who you really are. just saying. Like I said, it's the Couch Chronicles and there ain't no fucking limits. Let's jump into a song. This is gonna be on my new album.
I'll be okay if you switch on me. I'll be okay if you walk away. I'll be okay if you gotta leave. I'll be okay if I'm by myself. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Really thought you would be here with me, no. Cause you always doubted me, you didn't even believe in me. You didn't even let me know when you stopped feeling me. You couldn't even keep it real, so it's time to leave. I wasted too much time and I can't get it back. So I ain't got no choice but be okay with that. I'm getting back to the old me. You didn't really love me. I'll be okay if you switch on me. I'll be okay if you walk away. I'll be okay if you gotta leave. I'll be okay if I'm by myself. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Me, myself, and I. Am I right? I get high. Yeah, I turn my music up and free my mind. Yeah, man, I'm okay. Yeah, I took some losses, but I'ma make it. I just got a bottle of Hennessy. I'm parked at the embassy. Fucked up drunk texting, I guess I was right. Still can't believe you changed up on me, but I'm okay with that. That's how it's gotta be, yeah. I love y'all. I'll be okay if you switch on me. I'll be okay if you walk away. I'll be okay if you gotta leave. I'll be okay if I'm by myself. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
You gonna be okay. We gonna be okay. You said, I know you want to dance on that interview. I'm not about to play with you. Okay, so let me address that real quick. So I be wanting to get down to the bottom of shit. I be wanting to get down to the truth. And when it comes to discussions in the streets, this is something that everybody is seeing. So people talk, people be, and to me, I be like, I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. You know what I mean? So that's why I do. That's why sometimes y'all be like, oh, you know how many people be hitting me up like, yo, I wanna discuss something. I'm like, come on, by all means. It's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits, y'all. It's prison talk, prison jail talk. So if you've done any time and you would like to share your story, you are more than welcome to come on up. You can come on up. If you just now tuning in, before we went into the little break, I was telling you guys about how, juvenile systems shape, it starts to shape, or it even starts to path of how someone's future is going to start out. It fucked me up. I started from juvenile. I went from juvenile to DHS. And what's crazy is my juvenile worker, so mind you guys, I was telling you that my dad was abusive. He could take it how he wanted, but abuse is abuse, motherfucker. Don't gaslight me. Punching me in my face, that's I was a child, I was a kid. That's called abuse. Don't gaslight me, I'm an adult now. Don't y'all hate when parents try to gaslight y'all about something that happened when you was a kid? Because you're still younger than them. And to them, you're still a kid. No. I'm an adult. Okay? So my juvenile worker, mind you, my father kept going on and on about how I'm the problem, right? That's how my juvenile started. Every time the police came, I got arrested. That's what I'm telling y'all. I got arrested every time. My juvenile worker, she's the one that actually started to get me help. She started to get me help because, hey, Mr. Canada, she allowed him to say what he wanted to say. And this is what he said, even when I went to DHS custody, y'all know what he told my DHS worker? That I beat myself with the extension cord. So the case was long and drawn out because they was trying to prove basically that he was right. But it came out that it wasn't. But anyways. So who knows what he told the officers every time I got arrested. But that didn't dawn on me until I went to juvenile and my dad did that to me. To DHS and then my dad did that to me. So my juvenile worker, she pulled me in the office. She was like, I want to have a talk with her one-on-one. I think it'll be best if I talk to her one-on-one right now. She wasn't trying to let on that she believed me. She didn't even tell me at first that she believed me. When he left the room, she was just telling me, like, I want you to talk to me freely. And I was like, you ain't gonna believe me. This is what started breaking down my wall of having the trust issues. Because my juvenile worker she really showed me that there are people out there that really fucking care. So she said, just be honest with me. And I did. And to you guys, I don't give a fuck if you thought it was snitching, but I was being abused. Every time my dad turned around, he punched me in my face. It was like, sometimes I couldn't go to school. I was missing school. Education. Almost got held back. Because sometimes I couldn't go to school because I was beat up so fucking bad. That's a problem for me. When you fucking with my education, hey, at the time I was just like, you fucking with everything about me. You making me hate myself. You making me not even want to look in the mirror because something wrong. Something wrong. And you can't always say that it's because I got a slick mouth. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. And I don't care what you guys say. Y'all do not be punching y'all kids in the face when they talk back. You don't. You don't bust their lips to the point where they can't go to school. You don't. Stop it. So, I told her everything. And she said, I'm not going to just... She kept it real. She said, I'm not going to just jump in to getting you snatched away from your family. She said, I want to get you a counselor that you can talk to. And to me, I was like, okay, this lady, she just wanted me to talk so she can just try to say I need therapy. So, I get therapy. Lisa Dahlstrom was my therapist. Never forget her. She changed my life too. She got me started on journaling. And she got me started on trusting in, to talk. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to talk. And I opened up. Finally, after a year, she was my therapist until I went into the system. She knew I was getting abused. She felt it. Like she knew that what I was saying I wasn't just making this shit up. I wasn't just saying something just to be saying something. Like, I'm literally going through hell as a child. I'm catching cases because my dad want to hit me first, and then I'm finally, like, standing up for myself, like, trying to protecting myself, and I get in trouble. I go to juvenile. I get a rap sheet. They showed me what it was like to be in prison. So by the time prison came, it was like, okay, can you show me to my cell? What are you still talking for? I already know how this part go. Let's got me ready, got me prepared. And it's sad. It's sad. It's so sad that juvenile system can change a child. And even if you think, oh, well, they need that scared straight, that da-da-da. No, I'm telling you, it brings resentment, anger, unresolved issues when you get older, trauma, anxiety. And when it's early on, and then you don't know how to deal with it because you don't even know what the fuck is going on with you. You don't really learn about anxiety and all of that until you get older. So not knowing what's going on with me, not knowing what to call it or what to say or how to explain it, gets you put in fucked up positions too. Doctors will medicate you, trying different medications, just to try to figure out, pinpoint what's going to do what. And again, you, without knowing how to describe your emotions and feelings, and then you get angry, and you start lashing out. To the point where everybody's like, oh, you a bully. Oh, you a bitch. Oh, you a this. And it's like, damn, like, not everyone knows your story. Nobody knows if you was abused as a child unless you speak about it. Or unless it's on the back of your t-shirt. So whenever you're being a bitch to somebody, they can be like, oh shit, the back of their shirt said they was abused. Never mind. Be for real. Going through those things early on, and if you're one of those people that say, oh, it's better to do stuff right now when you're young, get it over with. Fuck you. Fuck you. I said it. Fuck you. Because what? No. It's better to teach me how to handle my emotions. Teach me how to handle my anger. Instead of me back talking and you beating me the fuck up. Teach me how to communicate better to where it doesn't sound like I'm back talking. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Instead, you allow me to go through these things because you're like, yeah, they need to go through that. And so when they get older, they'll, what, still be in counseling? Be traumatized? Going through shit right now? Resent you? Okay, bet. Thank you. Parent of the fucking year, you are. I'm so sorry, but listen, if you're one of those people, parent of the fucking year, I'm like, hey, I'm just speaking on my own shit, and if the shoe fits though, I want you to please lace it up and don't trip over the next one. You feel me? It's not right to prepare your children for prison. What up, though? It's not right. Because that's what you're doing. Teach them instead how to communicate, how to deal with their emotions, how to deal with life. Don't think because they're a child that life issues aren't happening. You kidding me? Motherfuckers get bullied every day. They don't want to admit it. I'm not kidding. They don't want to, especially kids. Y'all know how kids can be. Come on now. Y'all know. And if you acting like you don't know, and your kid just don't have no, what problems could you possibly have? Like, fuck you. Like, you kidding me? Yeah. It's problems because you didn't buy the right clothes that the school accepts. So motherfuckers is making fun. So I'm dealing with that. But I don't want to tell you that because you are doing a great job as a parent. Some people really are doing their best. Hey, girl, it's the couch. Some people are doing their best. But that doesn't stop their kids from being made fun of in school because the other kids think that their clothes ain't cool enough. So that's the type of problems that they have. The fuck? And then not only that is, and oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to share this with you guys, but again, I wasn't the best. I was going through a lot. And this same school that my dad literally came to my school. I just told you it's the couch. She don't like to be ignored, y'all. So my dad comes to my school and he waits until the bell rung. Y'all hear me? And he proceeds to beat me in front of the whole school. Not with no bell, y'all. Ain't no bell. No. He's open-handed me everywhere. Anywhere he can land. No lie. And the one girl that I heard laughing the hardest, I never forgot it. So to everybody, it was, Janelle is acting crazy because it was 6 months later or 4 months later. And I just so happened to be sitting behind her in science class. I looked down at my scissors. I looked at her hair. And I cut as close to her scalp that I could. We did get into a fight after that. But the point is this. Because of the things that I was put in, like the situation that I was put in, being beat in front of and the reason why was because, okay, you guys. I know you're going to be like, well, what did you do? This is what I did. And my dad just so happened to be coming up there for some reason because I guess he felt in his spirit that this was happening. But what I did was I was going to a school that they made you wear uniforms. Everybody knows. Every girl knows. We do not want to be wearing no big ass motherfucking pants. This motherfucker had me wearing his goddamn pants damn near. They were so motherfucking big and baggy and people was making fun of me. And then some of them was like real big and then they stopped before they made it to my shoes. Like the fuck? So this girl that I was real good friends with, she bought me some clothes. And she brought them to school. And she was like, I think these will fit you. She said she brought them to me. Some of them was new and some of them was hand-me-downs. But they still look new. And she was like, I know how that is. You know, and she hooked me up. She even did my hair. She did my hair so cute. And she put this little fake ponytail on. The day that I wear this fake ponytail that she put on. Because she used to be like, I noticed that you get to school early. Because I used to have to get to school early because I got in trouble at my other school. So my dad had to drive all out the way to take me to this other school. But I had to go early because they had to go to work. And Anyways, so in the meantime, in between time, I would be outside acting like I live in a neighborhood. That way people wouldn't think that I've been at the school in the ditch the whole time, which I was, waiting for people to just start coming up because it was so early that literally, I'm talking about like 2 hours early. So she was like, come to school, I'll do your hair in the bathroom and I'll bring all my stuff. So I used to meet her in the bathroom and she used to do my hair and one day she was like, the very first day that she brought me this ponytail, she was like, I got you this little ponytail and it was so cute. It was this little ponytail that she put my hair in an updo and then she put the little ponytail on. Then she gave, the uniform was still regular. I still had the top the same, but my pants was fitted like a girl, like girls wear, girl jeans, girl pants instead of guys. So I'm in class, got my little ponytail in. I'm answering all the questions and shit. So I don't know what made me look out the window. I look out the window, my ugly ass, I'm sorry. And then my daddy is right there. I'm like, maybe he don't notice me because I do look different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk past him. So when the bell rung, I didn't even get a chance to walk past him. He took off on me. Snatched the ponytail out of my hair. Started trying to rip my fucking pockets off my pants. Like, trying to take the pants, like not like off of me in a sexual way, but off of me like, what the fuck is this type shit. So at this time I didn't put my hands back on him. I'm just like trying to protect myself, and I'm screaming, and nobody, not in all my homeboys, like they wanted to fight him. Like you could see them like that in the background, but nobody jumped in to save me, not even my teachers. They was like, you have to leave, we're gonna call the police, we're gonna have to call the police. And he proceeded to drag me out. I'm looking at them teachers like, y'all, I was like, fuck y'all, like, y'all kidding me? And as I'm doing all of that, like, I'm still getting beat up because I'm like, fuck y'all. But by that time, what's the worst that's gonna happen? But the one girl, she was just cracking. I'm talking about, she was laughing so hard that when I looked at her and she was still laughing, in my head I was like, I cannot wait to get you back. So I just shook my head. They never, probably took 2-3 weeks before people stopped talking about it. People talked about it every day. Every time I came into school, like, people will want to say something to me, but then they wouldn't even talk to me no more. Or, like, oh, girl, she was still my friend, but she was like, I can't give you no stuff because I can't be responsible for what happened to you. And she said, and I feel like it was my fault. And I'm like, no, it wasn't your fault. You know what I'm saying? My dad is crazy, is what I said. And so, a month later, no, it was like 2 or 3 months, maybe 4. No, it was like 4 months later. I'm in science class, and the girl that was laughing real hard, I'm talking about laughing like it was the movie of the century. The one that was laughing so hard, I said, oh my God. She didn't even realize it was me sitting behind her. Ben. I went and I don't know who it was that I asked, but I was like, yo, can I use your scissors? Because they look mad sharp. Mine, dull. I would have been cutting for days. I'm sitting behind her in class. I didn't even grab the strand of hair. Matter of fact, it probably was about this. It was probably a chunk, because all I did was made sure that when I put them scissors to her head, I wanted to get as close to her head without her feeling it until I was able to cut. So I got like this. I made sure my hands were steady, and you could see people was like she is not about to do this. Oh yes, I am. Snip. We didn't fight that day. She had people juice her up before she even fought me. The next day we fought. When she came into school, she immediately wanted to fight me. I said, bet. Put my stuff down and we took off. I'm talking about the blues. You hear me? Yes, the fucking blues. So, y'all, if you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. It's prison talk today and tomorrow. Shout out to all my Aries that's out there. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday, and we are going to have her on the couch tomorrow. Hopefully, with this procedure that I got done today, I can feel better enough to sit on the couch. Otherwise, we'll have another chair right here, and we're going to do the Chair Chronicles for a few weeks. So, I love you guys so much. I hope that the story that I told today can help a parent at least somewhere. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you from my experience what it did to me. And I really pray that it will help you. So, we'll pick back up again tomorrow with the last day of prison talk until next month. Until then, it's the Couch Chronicles. And it ain't no what? I know y'all saying it. I know you saying it. Okay. Now, I haven't done this with the chair before, so give me a second. We still couching until I get it off. Hey, hello. I love y'all. It's the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. Have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yes.